Hey guys, it's your girl Shan and welcome back to my channel. Now today I have another review and unboxing for you and I'm really excited to show you my latest pickup. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox the shoe and then we'll get into the finer details on the other side. So today we have the Air Force 1 and this is from the Sisterhood pack. And this pack was released by Nike to celebrate women coming together, and it features shoes across the Air Force 1, Jordan 1 and the Nike Blazer. Now this was my favourite out of the pack, and I know for some people it was a bit hit and miss, particularly on the Jordan 1. But I do love an Air Force 1 and I do love kind of a variation on the classic shoe. So I'm going to get into the finer details and then you guys can decide what you think about this Air Force 1. So if we start from the sole, you've got the classic Air Force 1 sole. And if you look from the side, you've got the classic chunky midsole with the air branding, and we all know that this obviously signifies the concealed air that you do find in the sole of the Air Force 1. Now there are variations, particularly on the upper, but you have to look a little closer to be able to see them. So the first one is these metallic mini swooshes, and you can see you get 4 on the outer side and 4 on the inside. But what's slightly different about this is that it kind of has a split paneling on the upper. So you've got the heel foxing, it's then kind of split, and then you've got the side panel here, which then also splits into the toe box. So what's really cool about this pair is that the mini swoosh actually almost looks like it's stapling the panels together, so it's kind of holding everything together. And I don't know if this is a metaphor for kind of women holding each other like together in sisterhood, or you know, kind of like connecting each other, I don't know, but I do think that's a really nice addition. And I do kind of like that you have to have them in hand or look a little bit closer to be able to see that detail. So hopefully you guys can see that split paneling. So across the range, you do get this mini swoosh on the Air Force 1 and on the Blazer. On the Jordan 1, I'm not so sure whether that is a feature, but if I have a picture, I will insert it so you guys can see what that looks like. So Nike have used this color palette, so the Hyper Royal black and white across all of the shoes. And this of course has the classic all white Air Force 1 upper. Now the blue accents feature on the tongue, so you get that normal classic Nike Air Force 1 stitching on the tongue, and then also on the heel tab you've got this kind of Sisterhood logo, which I don't know if this is like a new logo that Nike have put together for especially for this pack, but you do get this logo on the Air Force 1s and on the Blazer. So again, you get the Hyper Royal on a really nice detail in the insole, and hopefully you guys can see that. But if you look really closely in the insole, it actually has like silhouettes of women on there. So you've got women in blue and kind of in different kind of poses, and yeah, like some really nice art detail on the insole. And I know no one's gonna see the insole, but if you are a collector of sneakers, you will know that it'll be like the little details like that that kind of set a shoe apart from the rest. So I thought that was a really nice detail to add. The only downside I think about this shoe is that the laces aren't completely white. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this shot, but the laces are kind of a slightly off-white. And I know sometimes that happens when you've got different materials, and these laces are slightly thinner than what you would have in a normal Air Force One. So I will probably be swapping the laces out for a pure white pair, just because it will add some uniformity. I kind of hate when there's like a pure white shoe and then you've got these off-white details. So I will definitely be swapping these out. As for the materials and the quality, I will say that these are quite quality materials. You can see the leather is quite nice on this actually. It's kind of like this crinkled, almost tumbled leather that they've used on this shoe. So that's really good to see, particularly on a pack that's made for women. Because I think sometimes Nike can compromise on the materials they sometimes use for these like gimmicky kind of packs. But it's nice to see that they've used good quality premium leather on this pair. Hopefully you guys can see that. And for the craftsmanship then, there isn't any glue stains actually. As I say, often on the smaller sizes you do get quite a few glue stains, but on this pair actually it's all very good. So yeah, hardly any glue stains or stitches out of place. So a very well made shoe actually, so I'm really impressed with that. As for sizing, obviously you know I do always half size down, but the store that I picked this up from didn't have the size 3, and the size 3 was sold out pretty much everywhere. I don't know if there's been a restock now, so I have gone for a 3.5. I haven't put them on feet yet, but once I do, I will insert how they kind of feel. But 3.5 might be a little bit big. I might need a crease protector or an insole to put in this, but yeah, normally Air Force Ones I would half size down to a size 3. So other than that, this is a really well made shoe, good quality materials, and a variation on a classic Air Force One. And if Air Force Ones are a silhouette that you do love, then I will say that this is a lovely pair to add to your collection. Just with slight variations, the addition of these kind of jeweled mini swooshes, I really like that, and I love the split paneling on the upper, which is a really nice detail. Also, not very often you get a shoe that is as well made as this pair, so definitely if you are considering getting your hands on a pair of these, do pull that trigger. I will of course leave the purchase links in the description box below so you guys can get your hands on this pair, and I will leave a number of retailers down there, so if you prefer to shop with one retailer over another, you will be able to get this pair online. So I know it's winter, we might not be looking for white Air Force Ones, but this is definitely a pair to put down for next summer because they're sick. So guys, I am going to style this pair, and I'm literally about to go off and take pictures now. So by the time this video goes out, you will be able to see exactly how I have styled them. So head over to Shan's Got Soul on Instagram so you guys can see my sneaker content and also my styling content, and keep up to date with my latest pickups. So guys, let me know what you think about this pair and if you've picked up any other pairs from the Sisterhood pack. And I'll be back soon with another latest pickup. But until then, peace.